You are here. What's up, guys? You're welcome to today's episode of Trading Tales with Sung-Suma, where we share and discuss customer vendor stories. Now, if you want your story to be featured on our show, all you have to do is share your experience and stories with us with a link in our bio or in the description box, and we would share it, we would dissect and digest it. Let's get into today's stories. Hello, Trading Tales. I work in a guest house, and one guy, let's call him Mr. X, came to book for a room sometime back, saying he was from Canada and was visiting Ghana for a short period. To be honest, he was there for quite some time. I can say probably 3 to 4 months, but then money was not coming. Then he was always giving excuses back and forth. He said he had a contract with Vodafone to build network poles, and that they were delaying payment, so he would pay everything up when they completed payment. He would sometimes return very dirty and muddy, so we just assumed it was from work. One time he left home and never came back, so we thought he had gone back to Canada because we didn't hear from him for over a month, and that was around Eid. He returned after Eid, telling us he went to spend some time with his family in Tamale. He actually came back with a white Range Rover Vogue. Range Rover? Ew! And made part payments of what he owned with the excuses he wanted to sell the Range Rover and pay the balance after that. On one very fine Saturday morning, something is coming. On one fine Saturday morning, a week after he returned, a man came to us telling us Mr. X sent him to come for the car. We called Mr. X and he confirmed, so we let the guy take the car. Mr. X was actually sitting in a taxi outside with some other men, but we paid no attention to that. We never heard from Mr. X again till somewhere July, August, when a detective visited us only to inform us Mr. X has been in cells all this while. Oh no. Oh, why am I sad for him? He has been in cells all this while, and that he was an armed robber.
God have mercy upon us.
And actually stole the Range Rover Vogue he brought to the guest house. They showed us evidence of the robbery and even showed us an axe Mr. X borrowed from us with the excuse of using it for his project. Sena, it's
sorry for the laugh.
Sena, it was robbery. We were having an armed robber. Oh man. I'm sorry. Sana, it was robbery. We were having an armed robber for over 4 months, and we never in a million lifetimes saw that coming. Guys, this is crazy. From the way they are describing this guy, you would not mistake him for someone who can even hurt a fly. Anyway, at this point, I don't even know. Did Mr. X do the right thing? This is crazy. So let us know in the comments what you think. Have you experienced anything like this before? Have you experienced a robbery? Have you had a close encounter with a robbery incident? Are you also in a guest house? Have you experienced anything like that? Share your experience and stories with us with a link in our bio and in the description box, and let us know what you think of Mr. X, because Mr. X, now we have to find X, because this particular one, before find X. Let's go to story number 2. My Heart is from Crochet by Khaleesi. I mean, we've all been asking, you've been asking me. Yes, My Heart is from Crochet by Khaleesi, and I am Crochet by Khaleesi. Clearly. So if you want to order this heart, there's a link in the description box you can order it from. Okay. Story number 2. Now, this is another braiding story. I love the braiding stories because they are hilarious. Hi, Wendy. Hi, dear. I have a story and I want to share with you. Okay, share with me. I am a braider. I have a small space at home for my services. I do not have a big shop yet, so I do everything at home. I do strictly bookings, that is by appointment. I do not take walk-ins. There is a client who booked my service and chose to start her appointment by 7:30 a.m. If your appointment is 7:30 a.m., I expect to see you around that time so that I can start. Now, this lady came in at 6 a.m. Okay, she didn't sleep. Hey, you can wake up 5 a.m. to go and video. That's crazy, guys. It's just her. Anyway, so this lady came in at 6 a.m. and was expecting me to be waiting for her. Queen Elizabeth. Also Queen Elizabeth. She came in so early than her expected time, and I was still in bed. She called and said, I'm in front of your gate. It seems you are still sleeping. You better wake up and come and braid for me. I was like, hey, but since I was her first time at my place, I pardoned her. She was so rude on the phone. I had to get her seated at the salon whilst I got ready to attend to her. We spent the whole time braiding like two deaf and dumb people. She wouldn't even respond to me when I asked a question concerning the braids, as if I'm not the one braiding for her. It's 11 a.m. and I'm done with the braids. Madam made 100 cedis deposits when she booked the appointment, and she has to top up 250 cedis after the braiding is done. Now, this lady is telling me that she thought the 100 cedis was the actual workmanship for the braids. Hey, this one, I cannot see some. She thought. I was like, but you are aware it's a deposit payment. How does deposit mean full workmanship? Come and see Queen Elizabeth pleading for reduction. In my head, I was like, weren't you the one giving me attitude all this while? Why should I take less for knee length? Hey, knee, where's your knee? Head, shoulders. This is my knee. Knee! Knee length braids. Oh, really? Knee length braids. Auntie said she doesn't have money to add up. I just locked her in. Hey, I just locked her in the saloon and went outside for fresh air. She wouldn't keep quiet whilst inside, calling me all sorts of names. I released her from self when she shouted she come for my money. Never in my life will I accept bookings from this lady again. But tell me, did I do anything? Did I do the right thing? Share with your followers. Kindly keep me anonymous. Baby girl, you did the right thing. And because I gave you my time at 7. I mean, locking her up was too harsh because it doesn't make any sense. You should have locked her up like that though. But I mean, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. But I mean, if you book, and I think she's lucky because usually the stories we get with braid appointment or hair appointments is the customer walks in late, like 30 minutes after their time and all of that. And you know, these braiders, they have allocated their time. They've taken schedule. So if you book, they know 3 hours, they are done with you, they go to their next client. So if you are late, it's going to eat into the next person's time, right? So most often you find customers coming in late. But this particular Queen Elizabeth came in early, like very early. And Madam Breda didn't like that because Madam Breda was still getting a bill and sleep. She was still sleeping when this lady came in. And I always try my possible best to create a friendly environment with my, like, when I go to get things done for me, because if I'm braiding my hair, it's cool to have a conversation with them, a friendly conversation. Not so much. We don't go telling them about your family, but you know, just not gossip though. I mean, not gossip, but I mean trending things. We can talk about the fact that it's okay. Let me know what you think in the comments. Share your experience with me. Was she right to have locked her up in the room? Personally, I think it was a little harsh. I mean, I'm sure they could have sorted it amicably, but locking it up itself was too much. Let me know what you think in the comments. Share your thoughts with me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And of course, I want to hear from you. Share your stories with me with a link in my bio. Let us dissect them right here on Trading Tales with Sung-Suma. I have been your girl, Sung-Suma.